What is happening, guys? Martin is back again. You know where we are, so let's get into it. So, guys, I want to give a big thank you for those that are starting to follow me on the other channel. As I say, on Martin is back again on the other channel. We're starting to get into a bit more detail in respect of social commentary and things going on in respect of the world out there. In respect of the YouTube channel, in respect of the fragrances, I want to touch base with you with this particular one. As you can see, guys, I need to go and have a shave, do my thing. But I've been on my grind, guys. I've been on my grind. You can see we got the Grant Cardone hat on there. So again, for those that know, Anyway, so let's 10x this. So guys, in respect of this particular fragrance, this is more of a retro fragrance. For some reason, I don't know why Zara don't seem to decide to go back to what was originally working for them. For some reason, they want to stay away from it and focus on some of these new fragrances that seem to be pretty boring, pretty much the same thing, and don't actually have any staying power. This one, guys, I think I got this one. I want to say, let me have a look. I think this was released in 2017, according to Fragrantica. 2017, 2 years old. You can see how much juice I have left in it. Now, for me, guys, this was this is Orange Zest Midsummer Collection. I don't know why they just don't decide to release it again. There was another one they did release, which it will smell a little bit like Boss Bottled, and I think it was a really good bottle, a good, how can I say, clone. But for some reason, I think with that fragrance, I've either ran out or I sold it. I can't remember where it went, but it was actually a good inspired version of Boss Bottle for what it was. And I think at the time these were only literally $12.99. So this is going back a few years now. But in respect of this particular fragrance, guys, the note breakdown just in the start, in the opening, has lemon, ginger in the top notes, lavender in the mids, and in the base notes we have some vetiver and we also have some musk. Now for me, this one, to me, you can see in the sprayer, it's called Orange Zest. It doesn't necessarily say it on Fragrantica regarding orange, but I definitely get that ginger. I do believe there's some orange in here, and I do believe I do get a hint of maybe a slight floral note in there, which I don't think is noted on here. The only floral note, again, the lavender, so it could be the lavender, lemon or grapefruit, probably slightly more lemon, again, citrus notes in the tops, orange notes. The base, however, for me, I didn't really pick up too much on the base because this is more of a summer scent. And one thing I really enjoyed about this fragrance, guys, is that you got this sort of soapy, maybe soapy detergent type of vibe, not in a bad way. It did smell good. It didn't smell particularly, how could I say, overly alcoholic, the way a lot of Zara fragrances smell. It did smell pleasant. I was easily able to get about 4 hours on this one because I was wearing this in the high heat. And it just kept me smelling fresh. It reminds me a lot of the Hugo Boss that's in like a orange type of bottle, and you just literally spray the top and you get that sort of blast, that sort of orange, freshly peeled orange, maybe like a Satsuma sort of Mandarin sort of vibe. You get that straight away. So for me, guys, in respect of retro fragrances, this is quite a good one. I don't know why it's not available anymore. I mean, it's just how Zara do their thing. I'm sure they'll bring it back at some point, but I'm going to keep this bottle. I think it's doing all right. I was able to wear this for the office quite easily. Let's say you get that sort of detergent sort of fresh vibe, a little bit along the lines of Mont Blanc Individual. So if you imagine that, where you get all these type of, how could I say, different notes in that particular fragrance, reduce that down and focus just on that type of, as I say, that freshly sort of iron clothes smell, that freshly sort of, how could I say, slightly soapy, and again with a hint, a sprinkle of this sort of orange or mandarin or something in there with a little bit of this ginger, so it gets a little bit of spice, but the lavender cools it down so it's more relaxed. This is the one, guys. So good fragrance. It's still on my shelf. Would I buy this again? Probably not now because I've got so many fragrances, but equally, if you've not got fragrances and you're getting into something, this is one I say keep an eye out for when it comes out again in the stores. And I'm sure it will, just probably in a different bottle under a different name. But for Zara fragrances, this was not a bad one. This is more like reminiscing on the good times of Zara fragrances, unfortunately. But as things currently stand, there's just nothing out there. I don't know why. I think if this did come out, this will probably be reformulated and it'll go away into something else and just dissipate within 10 minutes. But as things currently stand now, guys, keep an eye out for some of these retro fragrances because they actually are pretty good. No different from the reformulations that you get with even Le Male, that you get even with Invictus, 1 Million, all these popular fragrances for some reason seem to keep getting reformulated and they actually reduce the potency of it. Why is that the case? Anyway, guys, that was just a quick update for you. Not a quick update, but just a quick review of this type of classic fragrance from Zara. Check me out on the next channel, guys, if you're interested in slightly more of a political mindset with what's going on at the moment. See you soon. Ciao.